It's been years since Minato Frankenstein created the monster that erupted the town. But now, he, somehow, some way, he's come back from the dead. And but, but there's just one problem. An old an old adversary or friend of Minato might have visited him and asked him for a favor. What is it? We'll find out. Hi, my name is Naruto Soccer fan in Kentucky.
I'm Venus Diaz, and just to clarify, like years later, like it happens right after the end of the first one.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, first we're
Like
gonna
that
start.
fire's been burning for years.
Well, right. I was thinking about the son of Frankenstein. We'll do later today, okay? Then,
Okay.
but first we'll start with this. In a castle on a stormy night, a young lady named Shizune Shelley was being praised by her husband Yamato, and
My friend Lord Genma.
yeah, again. But she said, "Oh, but the story's not over yet." What? She would tell.
Those slender hands conceived of Frankenstein.
Yeah, and then she's and she continues the story by saying that by the villagers gathering around the burning windmill, and they see Minato unconscious, and they take him to his house. But meanwhile, Sanji, the father of Nina, wants to see the monster's bones, but his wife put.
I want to see it. I could see his blackened bones. I could sleep at night.
Yeah, that was a great line. And then he falls into the pit underneath, and then he sees the monster has survived. The
waterway, I think.
Yeah, water. Yeah,
drowns him.
Yeah, and then he drowns his wife.
I do like death. The monster. It looks like it's been through a fire.
Yeah, they did. They did a great job on him.
Yeah, Jack Pierce was a great makeup artist.
Yeah.
Did you actually see like the little clamps on his forehead?
Yeah, that was freaky.
The monster then gets out of the windmill by putting his hand, but then turns and sees it's him, and then he throws her down too.
Yeah. Then we see.
Then comes across one of the maids, Eno. Then goes nuts, makes these weird noises running.
And then Stanley in a cameo says, "Would you keep that down? I'm trying to sleep." We gotta have some comedy in a horror movie.
Yeah, and this one is like really tonally different from the first movie.
Yeah. Would you say it's the best out of the three movies?
Oh, that's hard because all three are so good.
Yeah.
Probably cutting back, awaiting Kushina.
Yeah.
Lady, how can we tell you? Now bring him in the castle. And at the same time, Eno runs in and then he's saying like, "The monster's not dead.
He's free." Yeah, right. And I am a moon man looking for a woman to marry.
Even would be looking like, what? They didn't believe me. I washed my hands of them. Let them all be murdered in the beds.
Now good night.
And while everybody's mourning over Minato, he starts moving, and Ino shrieks.
Ah, he's
He's
alive.
alive! You gotta admit, Uno and Connor had some great reactions.
Yeah. That Minato wake, and I think Kushida will have spend time with him. That she was nursing him back to health, and Minato apologizes for creating such a monster, and Kushina forgives.
Everyone found the secret to eternal life. Oh, Minato, don't say that. It's blasphemous and wicked. Do you see Kushina having that little freak out about something coming to get him?
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing there. And then somebody's knocking at the castle door, and Ino answers it,
And it was,
showing Dr. Orochimaru Pretorius.
yeah.
I know the young Babylon is in.
But he can't.
Dr. Pretorius.
I just love the way she said that.
And what was his name again? Pretorius?
Victor.
Yes. Pretorius. He's one of our teachers at the Institute. Oh, let him in. And so he was just like the best part, Pretorius.
Yeah, he was. I don't know who played him, but he should have won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor.
There's Ernest Thesiger.
Yeah, well, my point still stands.
Yeah. Then they start talking about Pretorius trying to get Minato to help him with his experiment.
Yeah, and Minato refused.
Till he went to go to Pretorius's place to see his experiments.
Yeah, when I
Not
saw
too
those.
late, but you might need to coat.
Yeah.
Unlike you who dug in graves, I grew mine.
Yeah,
With
when he
different
saw.
results than you. My experiment was so lovely we made her a queen. But then we had to have a king who's obsessed with the queen now, which way we are an archbishop.
Yeah. Who should be the
Which for
queen?
1935, those effects look pretty good.
I know. Who should be them? The king, queen, and bishop.
Tsunade and Jiraiya,
Yeah.
and Dan as the archbishop. Then he shows
And
like the
then,
mermaid.
yeah. I think the mermaid should be Sharon Yoshi.
Ariel.
Yeah, Ariel.
This isn't science, it's more like black magic.
Yeah.
You made a man of it. But now let's make his mate a woman.
Um,
That should be really interesting.
Yeah,
I think we cut to the monster.
yeah. I don't think we're at the part with the blind old man yet.
Not yet, but we're close. I think we
Yeah,
follow the monster a lot more than Henry.
yeah,
Yeah, here's where the monster's like meeting somebody in the woods, but then she falls in the water and he saves her, but she's still afraid of him.
yeah. Who should be the woman?
10-10?
Yeah,
But then two guys gonna like just shoot the monster, but then get the burger monster.
yeah,
Do you see Hashirama saying "monster indeed"?
yeah. And then captured him and put him in a dungeon. But it didn't last long as
Yeah,
he.
for like 2 seconds. What?
Yeah.
I hate to have him under me bed at night, says Eno.
Yeah. And then he encounters the old blind man who is Neji. And,
Well,
and he
then
thanks
they
and he
well before that he's still terrorizing the town. Look at this one lady's looking for her daughter Frida, and they find her, and then the Newmans. There
yeah.
she is, Brown Newman. But then the monster attack runs into this family out in the woods cooking. Like, oh, what the monster's all in jail, but he's like right behind them.
Yeah. But then he dispatches the food. Hey, it took us it took us 3 days to make that potato salad. 3 days. That was a SpongeBob
Raiders! Yeah, way to go, pal.
joke.
Here should be with the blind man.
Yeah, it was Neji in this one. And he
I can't see, and you cannot talk.
and then he says, then he said, drink good.
Then
Good.
Neji puts in the bed and says that like kind of heartwarming speech about finding a friend.
Yeah,
So much so that the monster's crying.
yeah. You could see that the
Time
monster
for a
wasn't.
lesson.
Yeah,
No, he
you could
wasn't
see.
evil.
No, he was just misunderstood.
Yeah,
I
and
think the most
nobody would really tried helping him.
right. I think the most evil universal monster was Dracula.
I don't know. Imhotep seemed pretty evil too,
Yeah, that's true.
and the Invisible Man.
I need to see that movie.
Is that yet where the monster can now talk? And this is bread.
Bread.
Bread. Drink. Good. 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 And now a smoke.
Smoke. No, fire bread. No, fire good.
Smoke. Good. Good.
Yeah.
Now this is wood. For the fire. No good. Ah. Oh, fire is good. Oh, music? Then
Then
now the two idiots come and ruin everything. Should it be
yeah,
Kiba and Shino?
yeah, because they would, because they would
The
be.
monster can terrorize half the time. Good heavens, man, can't you see?
I can see Kyle
Nice
Sherman.
one.
I can see Kyle Herbert talking like that.
Then they just light the guy's place on fire.
Yeah, and then
As
he
the
said,
nerd puts, what a couple dumb shits.
Yeah.
You also hear like the monster going, "Friend, friend."
Round. Then we're gonna.
Because next should be where he's at the cemetery. But do you want to do something with like Miyato and Kushina
Yeah. Should they have a?
actually showing their wedding?
Yeah. And you know who will be the the preacher at the wedding? Stan.
Stanley.
Yep. Imagine him preaching. Do you do you take me to take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife? Hmm. Yes, I do. Do you
I
take
do.
Kushina? Do you Kushina take this man Minato to be your lawfully wedded husband? I yes, I do. For eternity, I could see her saying for eternity. Cause that would be in
Yeah,
character. That would be in character for Kushina. Did I pronounce you husband
yeah.
and wife? You may kiss them. And instead of a normal kiss, Kushina jumps on Minato and kisses and surprises him with a big kiss. That
Then he carries her out of the church.
yeah, and they do it.
Yeah.
And then she said, "Oh, we have a son. We're naming him Naruto." Are you sure? Yes, I've always wanted to name him that. Why? Because I love because of that book I read. Because that's what it's based on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, as long as he doesn't marry the Hyuga girls, a Hyuga girl, I'm fine with that.
He won't if I have anything to say about it.
Yeah. In,
But
in
what
fact,
about
this is
I can see me into like, wait, what about the monster? If he
and
comes near
Kushina's
our son, I'll make sure you wish you never created him.
yeah, and I could see Kushina saying,
I
"Forget
can see
about the mom."
Kushina standing with her hair going up like the nine tails.
Yeah,
He cover the cemetery where the monster's looking through, just wandering around, and goes down to a grave where Pretorius, Carl, and Ludwig are, which could be Sasuke and maybe Suigetsu,
yeah,
where Sasuke could be Carl.
yeah,
I just love when her Pretorius sees the skeleton like, I hope your bones are firm.
yeah,
All right then, go. You
yeah,
want me to send you to the gallows where you belong?
yeah.
Go, I'll stay here. I kind of like it here. I just love how demented this guy is.
Yeah, me
You
too.
rarely get villains like that.
No, that's no villains. Gotta be that be have a sad backstory or be complex. I mean, you could do
Not
that.
all villains are like that.
Yeah,
You
some
ruin
people
a
are.
lot of villains like that.
Yeah, some villains are just born evil.
Look at Doflamingo.
Yeah, look at the greatest Disney villains.
Yeah, like the classics, not this modern ones.
Yeah, but,
Save a few.
I mean,
Like I think Dilla Cruz was probably one of the better ones.
yeah. From Coco, yeah,
Yes, the Sasuke and Suguchi. What do you say we cat him up and let him hang us? Yeah, they'd rather face death than work with Pretorius.
Yeah,
And then the
yeah,
monster shows up. Oh, good day. I thought I was alone. Drink,
good.
friend. Friend? Oh, I certainly hope so.
I love that he did
Drink. Come near
drink.
me. They're my only weakness. Yeah, Thesinger played Pretorius to perfection here.
Yeah,
You know the young Baron Frankenstein? Yes, he made me.
his.
Hey, yes, I love dead, hate living.
Well, how would you like to have a mate?
Friend, yes. You may have some be useful in this argument.
Yeah. And then I believe the next part is when they come over and kidnap Kushina.
Yeah, because that's where Mito sees the monster again.
Yeah,
Like, I
but I
changed
doubt.
my mind. I won't do it. I
Yeah,
thought you say that. I brought a little leverage here.
I doubt Kushina
And he
would.
shows him the monster.
Yeah, I think Kushina. I don't. I doubt Sasuke and Shigitsu would take down Kushina
No, I think
like
the
that.
monster took her. Didn't
Oh
they?
yeah, I think so.
Like,
But
you're
I
like,
think I
he
could see.
shows him the
I could see
monster. And he goes,
Sasuke and Shigitsu trying to.
Frankenstein. And Mito's like, yes, there's development.
Hmm. Before that, Sasuke and Shigitsu tried to get her, but
Yes,
she
there's
kicked
been
their
developments
asses.
since he came to me. Yeah. Go.
So what?
No, I won't discuss until he's gone. Go.
Yeah, go. And then he leaves the room.
And he takes Kushina into that cave.
Yeah, and
Then they
Kushina.
all panic, saying like Kushina can't be found till Pretorius breaks a glass or a vase. You value
Yeah,
your lady's life. The young baron will agree to my conditions. Yeah. All right then. Then they go to his old lab. You know, Miyako, there was a time we should have been burned to the stake as witches for this experiment. Oh, where's Kushina?
she's right there. Although she did give it a fight, and Minato said, "Yep, that's Kushina, all right, because she could kick ass."
I want to talk to her. Soon you will hear from this electrical device, and she'll say something. Yes, this is Minato. Hold on. I have to do this first, but then you will be free. Then they start making the monsters mate, especially with the heart.
Yeah,
This is only a simulacrum of life. What we need is a female victim of sudden death. And Sasuke goes and to get it. Like, oh, I love Minato saying would say, "There's always accidental deaths occurring." Of course. Then Sasuke gets a young girl. Like, it's
yeah.
beating just as in life.
Hmm.
It's a very fresh one. Where did you get it? You think that the one he killed would have been Hinata?
Yeah.
Then they start make. Then the final preparations of the monster mate were almost done.
Yeah.
Now they just need to use the storm.
Yeah. The, then they then they said, "Oh, I wish we had a device to to tell when it's storm. I wish I had some kind of dot." I was trying to make a Back to the Future joke where they found out where Marty shows them the date of the lightning storm.
But
We
sadly,
might
the
do.
monster gets impatient and tosses Sasuke off the lab's roof.
Yeah, and Sasuke dies like a bitch. Hmm. Which I love having him. I love
Yeah,
killing off. I
and
love
what?
killing
And
off.
Sugetsu just gets away, I guess.
Yeah, and he said, better Sasuke than me. Nobody's gonna miss Sasuke.
Yeah, he was already going to be at the gallows tomorrow anyway. So then the monster's made his arms moving. It's
Yeah,
alive,
she's
and they
alive.
do up her. She's moving, then they get her and take the bandages off, and with that hairdo with a lightning streak across it.
Yeah,
And then the monster comes back, and the maid is just like moving her head and hissing.
the Bride of
Then when they
Frankenstein.
the bride of Frankenstein. Then
And Peter
the
Griffin was like, he said it. He said it. Because that was one of the.
and then
And then the
sorry,
bride
what?
rejects. The bride rejects him.
Like her friend. Her friend.
For no
And she
like.
screams again like she hates me like all the others.
Yeah.
Don't get back, dude. You blew us all to atoms with that.
And then
At the same time, Kushina arrives there. No, get back! No, without you! I can't leave them! And then the monster goes, no,
you stay.
go!
You stay.
You live! You
You
stay!
stay.
We
You
belong
belong
dead!
dead. And while he leaves, the bride hisses at the monster, and the monster shed a tear. And he pulls the lever,
And pull the
and
lever, and boom! The monster, the mate, and Pretorius all die. Or do they?
and that was Bride of
Well, Kushina
Frankenstein.
and Venus. You want to do like something else to bridge the gap between Bride and Son?
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, we'll do something. Yeah,
We kind of went through that pretty quick.
yeah, because it was not a long movie. We'll do it in between years, like Kushida gave birth to Naruto.
As well as Nibiku giving birth to Sakura, too.
Yeah, in fact, here's what will happen. After she gave birth to Sakura, she takes him to the playground, and that's when Naruto meets Sakura for the first time, and he falls in love. Well, not fall in love, but he has a crush on her. Then he's
Yeah, the
then
two babies.
what? What?
They're two They're still like babies at that point, right?
Yes. Did I kind of like that, making them babies and knowing each other all their lives, and then they get married.
Yeah. Thankfully, Mibiku and Kazashi don't really hate Minato and Kushina due to the monster.
Yeah, they're one of the ones that support because they knew each other since high school.
That and Makoto, I could see still being friends. Thinking it's
Yeah,
more on Obito's fumbling that caused this.
yeah.
but the rest of the village isn't so keen since maybe they moved away and met Mabiku and Makoto over the somewhere else, free of the village.
Yeah.
Because I think in Bride, the Henry and Elizabeth were ready to leave the country
Yeah, I think
before
they went to. Did
Gloria
they
showed
move
up.
to America?
Maybe they never specify where they were going.
Yeah.
So we'll go and make a new life for us and our child.
Yeah.
He says that while Kushina's just holding Naruto as he's sleeping.
Yeah. And then she sings to him.
He's free of the
Mm,
monster.
yeah. Should we tell him about the monster? Yes, but not until he's older.
He'll need to know.
Yeah, and you never know. He might come back from the dead. And Kushina says,
I
"You might
made
be."
that monster too good.
Yeah. Hmm. Maybe I shouldn't play God after all.
I've learned my lesson after the first time. And hopefully no one else like Pretorius will influence me to do it again.
And then we hear his next door neighbor say, "I done it! I've created a masterpiece." What? Who are you? My name is Kishimoto, and I created a masterpiece. Let's see. Would you like to read my draft of this book called The Last? He read it. Minato read it, and he said, "What do you think? A masterpiece?" And Minato responded by throwing the book at him.
I thought I made a monster, but this is heresy.
Yeah, and Kushina said, "Oh, come on, it can't be that bad." Then after
No,
she,
wait, don't. Honey, wait, don't. He tries to stop her, but she reads it in like 5 pages and like, what the? What the?
he falls in love because of a dream. That's not love.
I can see like Kushina just tossing him off a cliff too.
Yeah.
Burn
I'm
it!
sorry.
Burn it!
This must never be seen by anyone.
Meanwhile,
Then,
Naruto just slept through that whole thing.
yeah.
You see
then,
Kushina holding him, saying, "I'm really gonna make sure you never fall for a Hyuga girl, sweetie."
yeah. Then she says, What if she fall? What if he falls in love with that? How? What if Naruto falls in love with Sakura? What if he marries her? How would you feel about that, Kuchina? And Kushina responded back, "Oh, I would love it." She gushes over it.
I can see her guessing while she's like hugging, like hugging him while her cheeks on his.
Yeah. And then and then we see Naruto grow up. Naruto and Sakura grow up. And later they follow, and they Naruto hears bullies bothering Sakura. And he says, "Hey, you leave her alone." But why? She has a big forehead. What do you mean?
So
Her
is like,
forehead
are
is.
they still like kids at that point?
Yes, they're 5 years
Okay,
old.
so like 5, 6 maybe.
Yeah. And then Naruto's like, "What do you mean? Her forehead is charming. It makes me want to kiss it."
Oh, Naruto. I
Hmm.
can see her saying that while she's blushing.
Yeah.
Now back off.
Yeah.
We're like, we're
Then
gonna
he
listen to you. I can
and
see
you.
the word of the monster, knowing who he's attached to. They mock him for that.
Yeah. What do you? No, your daddy created the greatest
So
monster.
what? So what? There's nothing to do with me. Yes, it does, because all those murders are on you, are on your family. Because
My
rumor is
daddy.
the monster's still alive.
And
I heard he even ripped out a guy's arm once. See, tying it into Inspector Krog from Sun.
yeah.
One, and he's still terrorizing that village to this day. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, right. And there's a vampire, in coming from Transylvania named Vanitas.
Or a mummy in Egypt called Gara.
Yeah, but they were just myths. At least I heard they were. And
Come on, guys, let's get out of here. They're not gonna budge. Where are all
mhm,
our fun? I see the boys talking like 1920s gangsters.
yeah,
I think I see like Sakura going up to Naruto and like hugging him, saying thank you.
yeah,
And saying, "Did you mean what you said about my forehead?" And his
yes,
response is him actually kissing her forehead. Is that
yeah.
is that a good answer?
Hmm.
I'm guessing they go play somewhere else.
What'd you say?
Guessing they go play somewhere else after that.
Yeah, and and years later, they realized their feelings for each other.
Probably as students in their whatever school they went to.
Yeah, they finally dated, and Kushina was like, "Told you, pay up." And you know what was the bet? They knew the parents knew they would get together. They just didn't know when. Then years later,
and
then 3 years later, Minato died. I'm sorry, I have to kill off Minato.
they left. It's
What?
fine. Like he's already gone and like son of Frankenstein as it is. But he left Naruto the castle, the lab, and some instructions at the in the village.
Yeah. But should I? I'm not. Should I kill off Kushina too?
I assume Elizabeth is gone too by son. So probably.
Yeah. But you know, before she died, she did know Shinakachu.
Ah.
Because I want Kushina to live knowing her grandson.
Do you see Naruto the like mustache Basil hat on?
No, no, he's not going to. I think it would look awkward on him. Maybe a beard though.
I can see that. I like the full beard.
Yeah, he looks like his One Piece, his Part Two One Piece self.
So basically, Infinity War Cap.
Yep.
So are we like into Son of Frankenstein now?
Yeah, yeah, we're doing Son of Frankenstein.
Okay, so that would open with the the shot of the castle and a mysterious figure in the window.
Yeah,
Well, some kids are gonna go throw rocks at it till they saw him. Like, I'm not scared of old Igor. They see
uh,
him and they run.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Igor is Sasuke here. When he got to the train carrying Baron Naruto Wolf Frankenstein and his wife Sakura Frankenstein, and their kids Shinachiku Frankenstein and the newest member Hanami Frankenstein. Yes, this. You know what they say? Yes, the stories of the monster my father created.
I remember the stories mother used to tell me when I was quite young in England. It wasn't my father's.
As he told my brother and me.
Yeah.
Since we're still having the other one from Ghost in this continuity.
Yeah, I've been seeing ghosts. I don't.
It's okay. But I think this is where we should end it in Sun.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, because next week we're doing Jaws and possibly Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right.
Well,
Then we get to go on.
um, I forgot what I was gonna say. So we'll continue. Then we cut to
Okay, so then
where?
we cut to the village people. It's like the leaders of saying that they gotta give the box to the young Baron on the order of his father and complain about another Frankenstein and all the damage the name has given them.
Yeah,
And I will see this delivered to him personally,
yeah, and
regardless of how I might feel.
yeah, and
Which I'm
and
assuming is
Naruto.
still Hashirama as the Burger Master.
Yeah,
Then the train arrives with the family, and Naruto goes to meet the Burger Master.
yeah,
We are here
and
to greet you, not to meet you. Or was it meet you or not greet you?
I think it was
All of that damage.
all all of the
We do
damage.
not care for Frankenstein's here due to the circumstances of your father's monster. Then Naruto tries to apologize and try to make things right with the villagers,
Yeah,
but they
yeah,
all leave. Then they head up to the castle and meet the servants like Amelia and Benson.
yeah. Who would they be in this one?
Hmm.
How about someone from another anime?
Maybe Ochako as Amelia.
Yeah, yeah.
Benson, I don't know. Since Benson dies, I don't know who we can use for that.
I'm thinking of someone we someone we like, but we didn't want to. How about no, not Ace. Ace wouldn't fit him.
No. Did you really see Ace as like a butler?
No, I would say Alfred, but I don't want. I like
No.
Alfred. I just read that this one comic, Alfred dies.
Hmm.
That would, if I read that, that would jump the shark for me because I don't think
I mean,
Batman
he
is Bat.
died in Dark Knight Returns.
I never saw that one, but still, Batman without Batman is not. Batman without Alfred
I
is
mean, he
not.
seems fine in Batman Beyond without Alfred.
That's true, but I didn't want to see him die on screen or
Right.
on page. How about Kakashi be the butler?
I was thinking that.
Yeah, Kakashi will be the butler.
Would you get rid of drinks, sir? Are those Naruto notices the servants are from different places. Like, nobody in the village will work no matter how much they agree to pay them. Hmm. Sakura, meanwhile, takes her two kids up to bed.
Yeah,
While Naruto goes into his father's old study.
yeah, and I'm thinking,
Where he reads the last thing his father wrote for him about the lab.
yeah, and then
And well,
and then
somebody knocks
that's
at the door.
yeah. Think I think this is what he sees his dad's sarcophagus. But bearing the name Minato von Frankenstein, with makers of monsters
Hmm.
added in chalk.
No. We're skipping because um we need to meet Inspector Krog because he met him right after he came in.
Oh yeah, and Krog can be who can play Krog?
Good question.
How about Edward Elric?
I can see that considering he's already got one arm.
Yeah,
Only it's
okay,
not metal.
yeah, and then
Because he still has to keep like moving it with his one other arm.
yeah, and Naruto's like
I'm ready to give you protection.
yeah,
Protection
and
from
Naruto
what?
said
The villagers.
I could see I could see Vic talking like that.
Yeah. Then he recounts the backstory of him losing his arm to the monster,
Yeah,
torn out
and
from the
Naruto says
roots.
I'm sorry, but I just read your bio before, and you you don't seem a lot short. What'd you say? So I had to do that. That's
What did you just say?
nothing. I mean, I'm
But you know you didn't lose a leg too, did you?
no, I didn't. That was just a rumor. I just lost my arm. And didn't your brother lose your body? No, my brother is still alive and kicking.
To my father's monster, right? Yes. I was young.
Yeah. And by the way,
The
I like
word
to
in the
ask.
village is that there's this girl who can make metal appendages. Do you go to her?
Yeah, and then we hear a
I'm kind of
woman.
doing a thing with mentioning Winry.
Yeah, I'm I'm adding Winry into this story. Okay, Winry and
Okay.
Sakura will
Like
be
she
friends,
can be friends with Sakura.
and Ochako. That would be a friendship, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We'll have more scenes with
I can see
them.
Hanami loving Ochako too.
Yeah, considering they share the same voice actress. Wait, did we change Hanami's voice?
I think it varies whatever we're doing at the moment.
Yeah. You know, next year we'll do a
But considering we
Shinak.
can't talk right now, so
Yeah. What do we do next year? We do a Hanami
she
podcast.
is still voiced by the same person.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, Sheena still keeps his voice.
Yes, he's still voiced by Johnny Young Bosch. And I could see him sounding like a
No, I can
little.
see Naruto. Naruto, I can see maybe Troy Baker voicing him.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Josh, but for something like this, I feel Troy is more fitting.
Yeah, me too. And speaking of Naruto and Shinaka, we're gonna have a father and son scene, like the movie did. But before he finds out the monster, who the monster escaped, we're gonna have a Naruto and Shinaka scene. They'll go.
Okay.
I could see them going fishing together.
Yeah, or hunting.
Yeah, hunting.
Since that was Peter's whole thing in the movie.
Yeah.
You see Johnny doing the well, hello there,
Yeah.
and that cute.
Yeah. I thought I thought the kid acting was pretty good for it.
Yeah, it's the kid who plays Bambi.
Yeah, I know, and he's still alive. And so are the voices of Thumper and Flower.
Wow,
Last,
which is
last I checked.
weird considering Alice in Wonderland was like 10 years after that movie.
Yeah. And Catherine Beaumont still voiced Alice in Kingdom Hearts.
Surprised he could do that at that age back in '02.
Yeah. Then we meet. Then I believe it was time for Naruto to meet Sasuke as Igor, or Igor. I mean, Igor's for young Frankenstein.
Yeah, he goes over to his father's lab.
Yeah, and that's where he saw the monster.
Oh, who are you? You shoot at me. Who are you? Igor. Oh, you can't kill me. Igor is already dead. See? They hanged me once.
Yep, it was for grave
What
robbing.
do you want to show me? I stole bodies.
I swear that was Lugosi's best acting.
Oh, it was. He looked like he was having a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Where is this? This is place of the dead.
yeah,
That is
and,
the monster.
and
Yes.
yeah, and he finds him in a coma.
He was hunting.
And Naruto
Your
decides.
father. And how you know Frankenstein was your father too? Then you imply that that is my brother. His mother was lightning.
Yeah, and Naruto decides to
And
revive
then
them up.
we get the scene where he picks the torch up to do Maker of Men.
Yeah, and he revives the monster, but he only responds to Sasuke's commands.
Well, first he does some tests to see what's wrong with him. He
Yeah,
has to bring Kakashi, but Igor won't allow him. You want him back?
yeah,
I need him to make my notes. He tells nothing. They do all those like those testing that the monster is superhuman. And that Minato actually attracted cosmic rays that nobody has seen.
yeah. I remember. And then since it wasn't shown
I'm not
that,
even gonna bother saying that medical jargon he was talking about.
yeah, and later later on, I believe it
It was
was.
the same.
I believe
I think they were asking the burgomaster was asking Igor what's been going on at the castle. He,
yeah,
He brings machinery up there. I don't know. No, because then they're also talking about like it took 8 of you to hang me,
Yeah.
and I'm one of the 8. So am I. All you, I live. But there's one moment I like when they bring up, no, you were pronounced dead. You're free to go. So if he does any more crimes, we can't do anything to him. Well, no, because they're debating like because he was already pronounced dead, he can get away with anything.
Yeah.
And has Naruto told Sakura about this yet?
Yes, he tells Sakura indiscreet because he knows Sakura will find out what he's doing because Sakura is that smart.
Well, then there's Cena talking about a giant
Yeah,
and
and
showing how he walked. Like, oh no.
yeah,
No,
Tsunakachu.
Sakura would just think he's being silly.
Yeah, and Naruto's
So at
up
the
to the
same
monster.
time, Ed is still coming around to check on him.
Yeah, and he, he gave him his picture book.
Maybe we could actually add some scenes with Naruto and Hanami.
Yeah, because that's you know what that's my favorite relationship in Naruto's family. Naruto and Hanami,
Yeah.
and he says you're just as beautiful as your mother. And I'm gonna have to scare away some boys in the future. So nobody messes
Hmm.
with my baby
I
girl.
think he like talks to her like about the whole monster and Igor thing, even though she doesn't understand.
Yeah, you better keep this our little secret, little missy, or else you'll be grounded.
Showing
And
that he
Hanami,
is still a good father.
yeah, because that's my goal in my Naruto podcast and or fix make him make him to be a good father.
Even if he's trying to, even if he's still doing this thing with the monster.
Yeah,
I think at this time the monster got up and like started killing the other two members of the one of the members of the jury that hanged Igor.
yeah, and I believe he killed him.
Yeah, he knocked him out, then ran over his body, causing his heart to burst.
Yeah,
Because at the same time, one of Krog's Ed's men comes and tells him about it, where he had to leave.
yeah, and
Which gives him, which makes the villagers try to storm the castle.
yeah,
Oh, you frightened him.
and then we have I believe we have the scene where Shinakachu shows Ed a present the giant gave him. It was it was
Yeah, it'd be the watch, wouldn't
yeah. For some reason that reminded me of Pulp Fiction with the Christopher Walken.
it? Because I'm guessing Kakashi disappeared during this
Yeah, he
or murdered.
yeah.
They got my
And
Should
then,
Kroger or should any of the villagers question Sakura what her husband's doing?
yeah, and she said, "My husband would never do anything like that. He's a kind, loyal man. He loves his family more than anybody." "Oh, please," he said. "He probably loved you because of a rivalry," said one of the
He's a
villagers.
He's a Frankenstein. He's no different than his father.
"You're wrong. He's nothing. He did create a monster like his father."
His father was a good man.
Yeah, because Sakura would
I knew his
defend.
father. He was a good man.
Yeah, Sakura would defend her
It
father-in-law.
wasn't his fault he made that thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
she would. It was his assistant's buffoonery that made the monster what it is. And
yeah,
you people too.
yeah.
Then you're
You should,
busy called the villagers out on their crap with the monster.
yeah, because of you, the monster was afraid. You all should be ashamed of yourself.
It's a monster. Doesn't have feelings.
You're wrong,
It only attacked because you attacked him first.
you you provoked it like a bear. That's what you broke. You you poke the bear, you get what you get.
I can see Ed being on her side here because he's a pretty much a gray character in this.
Yeah,
Pretty much the only real ally
and
Naruto
Winry,
has.
yeah, and Ochako and Winry stands with Ed with him.
My question is Naruto goes over to the lab and asks Igor with the monster, how long has he been here? After
Not
hearing about the
long.
one murder.
Yeah,
Do you see him
not
telling Sakura when he saw the monster, like holding him in his, like just like grabbing him?
yeah,
The fear that he had. I was like a child in those massive hands.
a child. We better get the kids right away.
No, Ed said we can't leave.
Oh yeah,
As much as I want to send you away, I can't. But don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you or the kids.
that's my promise of a lifetime. Naruto says, and then he responded by kissing her.
And meanwhile, the monster commits another murder against the other juror that got Igor hanged,
Yeah,
but isn't found till the next morning. Which I've already said. Do you want to add another scene with Sheena and Naruto?
yeah. What would they do together?
I don't know.
How about they play? How about they play toys together or something?
Yeah. I wonder if Sheena would ask it if they could ever get a dog.
Yeah,
Like, I know Jaime would like the dog.
and Naruto said, "Your mom doesn't. Your mom doesn't want you to have a dog
Oh, she always says that. Why can't I have one?
because a dog because the dog bears responsibility, and you're not and you think you're responsible to take care of a dog. Yeah.
Seems like it's kind of a metaphor for what Naruto should do about responsibility with the monster.
Yeah. He's the maybe maybe I'm one to talk. We'll talk to you. I'll have a talk to your mother to getting us a dog. Okay. Oh boy, you're the best, Daddy. I love you. I love you. I love you too, Shinakachu.
By the way, son, have you seen Kakashi lately? No, I
Yeah,
haven't. I'm worried.
yeah, me
Have
too.
you seen him? No, not since the other day. This is worrying.
Yeah,
Until then, Auntie Ochako will look after you.
yeah,
I'm guessing Ed finds out and then goes back to Naruto like, the last one of the jurors that got Igor hanged. All dead. Another burst heart. You know who could have done that? Huh, Baron Frankenstein? Oh, haven't you heard? It's the monster!
and and does Naruto deny or
I think he's trying to dance around it.
yeah?
Is it the old legendary monster of my father's time? Or might you have whipped one up like an omelet?
Then I then to then he orders Naruto not to leave the castle. He's then Naruto confronts
It's just a laugh.
Sasuke.
I've already have. Talk about him.
I believe um Naruto says threatens to kick Sasuke out of the castle, and Sasuke tries to kill him. And
Then Naruto shoots him.
yeah, and Naruto says,
I think
"Whoa,
before this, I think before this is where no, it's every after he killed Igor. And this time Naruto actually got one right in Sasuke's head, ending him for good.
yeah,
Because then the monster shows up and sees Igor
and,
dead and sees the blood and then screams. And then goes after Sheena.
yeah," and he captures Sheena. When I saw that, first saw that I thought
I
he was.
can't find Sheena.
Oh no! What are we gonna do? We gotta look for it before it's too
Don't worry, I'll
late.
go get him. You and Ochako stay here with Hanami. Because then Ed runs, goes through that secret passage and then finds Kakashi's body. While Naruto goes over to the lab, and the monster and Sheena are going through the underground part of it.
Yeah,
Because he's holding Sheena, and then Ed attacks, but the monster rips his arm off. But then Naruto comes swinging in on a rope and then kicks the monster into the sulfur pit,
yeah, and the
destroying it
monster.
once and for all.
Yep,
The monster burns in the sulfur,
and
while Naruto's holding his son.
and he hugs him and says,
Sheena! was fun. No, it was not.
Let's never do that again. But are you okay, Shinakachu? Yes, I am. And then, the movie ends
And
with
Naruto and
Nar-
Shina leave the lab, and Sakura runs up to Shina. And, oh, he's not hurt, is he?
no, he's not. He's okay. Oh, thank God. And then she gives him mommy.
Nope, ain't good.
Then she gives Shinakachu mommy kisses.
Is it over, Naruto? Yep, Igor and the monster are gone.
Oh, thank goodness. And Sakura says, I did feel bad for the monster. All he wanted was a friend.
I could have, sad, without Igor, I could have trained him, made him better. But oh well. I think it's time we return back to our old home, Sakura.
Yeah.
Then he gives
Then they
later he gives
the
the
keys
village
to
the
this.
deed to do whatever they want with the castle and the lab.
Yeah. And they said goodbye. And Sakura hugged Ochako
With the
and
Chaco going with them.
yeah. And Ochako says, I also get to see my boyfriend, Deku. She lives. He moved to where you, and we were on a long distance relationship, and I couldn't leave here until you came, Sakura, so I get to see him again. Thank you. You're welcome. They hugged each other.
Thank you. I can see Naruto and Ed hugging.
Yeah.
Sorry about the Oh, don't worry. That girl you mentioned is working on a new one for me. This one being made of metal this time.
Well, it's good. It was good to meet you. It's good to meet you
You see
too.
Naruto saying to the Burger Master, I hope the village of Frankenstein can become prosperous and lively again.
Right. And that was the end of the movie. And that was short too. That was longer than Bride.
Bit longer.
It was
Even with the stuff we added.
yeah. I just like I had to do that because I love adding Naruto as a good father and husband. Something Kishi never did.
Yeah. I mean, we still have time. Do you want to do something else, like one of the 3 hours of horror things?
Yeah, well, I'll be right back. I don't. This time we're doing Kingdom Hearts Treehouse of Horror. But which part? Which kingdom? Which? But which part of Kingdom Hearts would you want to use? Which game? KH2.
3.
Okay, KH3. Here's
I said,
Sora, Donald, Goofy were flying. We're flying in the gummy ship, and they get a call from Dale. There's a special new world that you need to go to. It's full of Heartless. Anyway, um, then and Sora asked, "What's so special about it?" Let's just say, that it came to our universe out of some kind of agreement. translation, it was based off of Disney buying Fox.
It was the Fox buyout.
Yeah, and then you could say it's kind of like a DLC world, which I thought Kingdom Hearts was going to get DLC worlds when KH2 came out.
So wait, are they going through the? So are they going through the stories that are being told, or are they just observing what Lisa and Bart are telling them?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think would fit?
Because given how many trios of horror things there are, it'd be easier if it's just them telling stories
Yeah,
without the wraparound segment.
yeah. In fact, they land in Spring. Here's how they'll land in Springfield. They notice something different. Someone's like, "Oh my god, my skin is yellow, and I have 3 fingers."
3 fingers?
Or so do I, but only I still look the same,
What?
says Goofy.
He looks at Donald. Yeah, we look no different. We don't look any different.
That's weird. Can you still hold your Keyblade? Let me see. Yeah, I could. Then I see it's. Then I see a bunch of trick or treat. Hey, it's October 31st, isn't it, Donald? Let me check the. Let me check the calendar. Yes, it is. I mean, today's Halloween. They must celebrate Halloween in this universe, like Jack Skellington did. Well, to be fair, we did too.
But we're not in our Halloween Town outfits.
That's we. Yeah, that's yeah, that's strange. Then who should the first Simpsons character they made?
Homer?
Yeah, he was out trick or
If
treating.
we're going with the first one, he's just as a ghost.
Yeah. Candy. Hey, who are you? Oh,
I'm
what?
Homer Simpson. Never seen you 3 around here.
We came
Wait.
from.
You ever talking duck and dog?
You. Then all of a sudden, Heartless surrounded. And Homer with his famous his famous scream. That he said.
Yeah.
Then one of the Heartless ate his kid. Oh no, you don't! Then he punched one of them and said, "Wow, you can fight."
Oh,
Yeah, he chokes one of the Heartless.
why, you little. I can see him just strangling a Shadow Heartless. Like Bart.
Yeah, and he then the Heartless touch. He's touching a Heartless, yet the Heartless isn't killing him.
Take my candy from you!
And after all that, they reach out the treehouse, and Bart's story gets interrupted by them. Hey, who's that? Hey, Homer. Who are these 3 clowns? Hey, watch it. Sorry, my name's Sora. He's Donald, and that's Goofy, and we just arrived. What?
What are they, the Disney characters brought to life?
Disney? Don't you mean Disney Castle? There's gonna be a lot of
Disney.
jokes.
Look, never mind.
Yeah. Do you have it? What do you have to drink? I can't sell you booze here. I would, but the law requires that you have to be 21. That's okay.
I'm
I
guessing
don't
they're at
drink
the
alcohol.
Moe's Tavern.
Yeah, I don't. I can see Sword rejecting beer anyway because I don't see him as even as an adult. I don't see him as a drinker. Do you?
Sora, what?
Do you see Sora drinking beer when he's an adult?
I can see him drinking it.
Okay. And then Sora suddenly got drunk and said, did I tell you about my crush on Kyrie? It's like a Simpson, like when a Simpsons character gets drunk.
Yeah.
And you know what? We see Nelson punching Martin for candy. Stuff up. And and Martin said something Shakespearean that we don't understand. And then the Heartless came and he said, "Hey," and Nelson made fun of the Heartless, and then the Heartless jumped on Nelson. Ah! then we see a silhouette of Nelson retaining his human form, but he's now sworn into darkness. You don't. This is fun so far. Okay, next is how about the Flanders sing the heart? Ah! It's Satan himself. It's Satan. One of Satan's pawns. And he grabs Rod and Todd. And
Yeah. Quick, boy, get the holy modern crucifixes.
They try to, but the crucifix won't work, and they almost get to it. But Sora came in the nick of time to save them, and said, "Oh, thank God for this angel."
What diddly do? Oh, like this. What the diddly angel?
What? Asks
Hi,
Sora.
diddly diddly. Neverino.
My
Wait,
name is
what?
Sora.
I can see he's sort of like, wait, what are you saying?
And Homer said, "That's just Flanders. He's a gig." And Flanders asked for it for something Homer borrowed, and said, "Yeah, do it when I'm finished with it." Because I love that running gag of Homer borrowing from Flanders and he's still keeping it.
Yeah. Well, I got the feeling Mr. Burns is controlling the Harless here.
Oh yes, he is. But we don't. But the heroes don't know it yet.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yes.
Is his
They.
League of Evil still alive?
Yeah.
My league, my beautiful league. Oh, dead.
Yeah. And you don't. You know,
Is
I could see
Skinner be in control of some of them?
Skinner. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. And you know why he's being threatened by Maleficent, or she says, "If you don't do it, I will tell them your deep dark secret about your days at Vietnam. You would dare."
Mr. Tanzarium.
Okay, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Wait, are we doing the Tanzarium thing or just something stupid from Nam he did?
Say it again.
Are we doing the Tanzarium thing or the like something stupid he did in Nam?
Something stupid he did in Nam, because the Tanzarian thing is non-canon. At least in this podcast universe.
Good.
Because that was the
Well, you
stupidest.
wouldn't dare try
Yeah.
me, little man.
Okay, okay. Heartless. Then he commands them like a soldier and commands them to kill innocent people. Then he said, maybe you could get Bart.
You make
Oh, put Superintendent Charles. Would you like some steamed ham?
What have I told you about this?
What? I'm just.
No,
What?
I would not like some steamed ham, Seymour. What, your steamed burgers?
We had to do that. Sorry, we just had those jokes were funny. Then, how about we have this one?
Chalmers in.
Yeah. The next scene, we see Grandpa meeting telling stories to a bunch of Heartless. But the Heartless they kill the other old people, and Grandpa was still telling them stories about his World War II days. Because I can see that happening too.
While falling asleep.
Yeah. And then one of the Heartless
Yeah.
said, Should we kill this guy?
Jasper and Malort.
Yeah. And one of Heartless said, should we kill this old man? I said, nah.
Are they talking or are they just like communicating through like their own thing?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Are they talking or like just communicating their own like language?
Communicating with their own language. I'm just translating for them. Like, should we take this old guy's heart? He said, no, it's about...
Okay.
And they said,
no, let him go.
And the Heartless will attack the Simpsons place with Marge taking care of Maggie, and one Heartless came in and Marge uses her broom, and Maggie breaks one of her bottles and says and fights back while doing
like, come on.
Yeah, she's one brave motherfucker. And
yeah, she got a whole bunch of guns too.
Yeah, and
Damn,
Sword came
baby who shut me. Wow, that's one tough baby.
Yeah. And after they save Homer and Marge and Maggie, Sword tells them the story about Kingdom Hearts and all that. And Donald said, "Well, it's orders, Sora." Well, and Sora says, "Donald, with all due respect, shut up about the world order." I mean, they know you're a duck and a dog.
Plus, we've already broken that world order thing, so what does it matter? This worlds aren't vomiting up their own insides at this point, so why bother?
I would love to see a scene in that.
Because it's true.
Yeah.
You pretty much broke the rules when you brought Hayner, Pence, and Olette to Destiny Island.
Yeah. And they know about the other worlds too.
So
anyway,
all those Disney movies are just different worlds out there. I can see Bart saying that. I guess.
Yeah, and Bart would say, "Cool. Have you met Hades?" And yes.
Yes,
and,
I kicked his ass twice.
Cool. You're cooler. Then Sora said, "We could listen. The Heartless are might be being controlled by somebody, someone that is pure evil, and has lust for power."
Who's evil? Oh, you mean my boss, Mr. Burns? Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, and Lisa said, "Why am I?" And Lisa says, "Why am I not surprised?" And Bart says, "You think Sideshow Bob could carry the Heartless too?" The, then to answer his question, Sideshow Bob comes in and he and he has and he was being controlled by a
Our
Heartless that,
Principal Skinner.
yep, a bunch of their enemies and Nelson.
And a resurrected Frank Grimes.
Yeah. Ah! Our enemies!
Hey, Grimy! Hey, Grimy, how you doing?
You know, at first I did feel bad for Grimy, but he did have it coming. And
yeah. No
I mean,
one,
Homer
because
did
of
try to be
Homer.
friends with him. What?
Mostly because of Homer.
Yeah, but Homer did try to be friends with him.
Yeah. So Lisa asked how they stopped the Heartless.
Yeah,
I'll have to find this world's keyhole.
yeah.
Keyhole.
Homer,
I can see
now's not
Homer
the time.
laughing at that.
And Marge says, "Homer, now's not the time to keyhole key." And Homer said, "Why you laugh?" And Sora asks, "Does he always do that?" "He's been doing this since he was a baby," says Marge.
Yes. I'm not going to
Okay,
question it.
yeah. And Sora asks, "Well, I gotta find this, Mister." Well, they fight Sideshow Bob, and Bart joins in, and his weapon is his
I can see.
slingshot. Since it's Kingdom Hearts 3, Homer and Bart are going to be the party
Oh,
members.
I've waited a long time for this boss.
Yeah.
Okay. Now come die like a good little boy.
Eat my shorts. And he throws some
Oh,
pellets.
that's what they're here for.
Yeah. And then he and Sora surprisingly did a limit together. Did a power up together like they do in KH3.
I don't know what's happening, but it's awesome.
Yeah,
You
it's
see Bart saying that.
yeah. And, and then
You can see
Sora
them saying they go through the town and see like people fighting back, like Willie.
yeah, he could be a mini boss, couldn't he? Wouldn't he?
Run some shadows, Willie! I'll stop ya.
I'm bad at this. Then he turns into a heartless and they have a mini boss.
Should Krusty fall to the Heartless too?
Yeah. This is worse than the time I got. Then I got canceled by that Bobo. I think that was his name. The
Gabbo?
Gabbo. By that Gabbo.
It was Gabbo.
Yeah, it is Gabbo. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Then we see Gabbo is controlling the Heartless. And
Even Sideshow Mel.
yeah. But Sora and his crew defeat him. And Sora said, "Oh, what's this?" Then he puts on Itchy and Scratchy. Wait, I think he would laugh at Itchy and Scratchy. Sora has a sense of humor. Even if it is.
Yeah. Just they move on to the school and have to fight Skinner.
Yeah, and Bart says, "I've been waiting for this for a long time."
Funny, so have I, Bart Simpson.
Yeah, and it's and it was a and he uses his guns for Nam. Bart asks, "They really still work?" Yes, the Heartless manufactured them.
Oh, please, if I don't do this, that wish will tell my secret.
Then Sora says, "All right, we won't we won't hurt you. We won't kill you." And Bart says, can I, can I at least pull a prank on him? Fine, but make it quick."
Do we then get Chalmers yelling at Skinner again?
Yeah.
You see, Seymour, this is why you don't listen to witches. I'm guessing now they make it back to they make it to the nuclear plant.
Yeah. And it's gonna be and Burns and Burns orders Nelson to fight them, and Bart says, "This is personal. This is for all lunch. This is for all the lunch money you stole from me." Ah! And he punches him, and Nelson just punches Bart in the stomach. Bart, ha ha! And that Goofy of all people knocked him senseless and knocked him unconscious, turning him back to normal. And
Ah,
because I could
Goofy.
what?
Because see what I'm saying? Wow, Goofy.
Then I make it to the first mini boss will be against Smithers. He controls a
Hmm.
heartless machine.
And Mr. Burns.
And yeah, and Sora after Sora beat little tell Mr. Burns, I love him. And Smithers dies. Wait, did he say he loved Mr. Burns? It's Homer says, yeah, he has a crush on him. And Mr. Burns is how old? He's 100 and we
Oh, sir.
and
Because now they confront Mr. Burns.
Yeah, and Mr. Burns says a speech about power and wealth and how it's not good enough. He wants to rule all worlds. Was and Sora asks, "So what is Maleficent? So is Maleficent like? What is Maleficent offering you?" And she said, "No, Maleficent. Oh no, it's not Maleficent. It's Xehanort. You
Oh dear
fool."
boy, no.
Then Xehanort comes and Homer says,
Of
"Hey,
course it is.
it's old man Xehanort, played by Christopher Lloyd." Yeah, yes, I offered him power here in Springfield. He wanted to rule it since he was a kid. I know that that wasn't said in the show, but I'm making it up as I go. Hmm. Anyway, then we then Sora, Donald, Goofy, Homer, and Bart fight Mr. Burns. It's gonna be how do they fight Mr. Burns? Like he turns into some kind of heartless or something, or giant monster.
He could.
Yeah, and he looks muscular. They turn him muscular. Xehanort turned him muscular. Then he leaves Springfield.
And younger.
Yeah, and it's a difficult boss fight, surprisingly.
Like super boss. Hard.
Yeah, it's a hard boss. And how and the final and Sora and Homer grabs one of his weapons. Grab his Homer and Sora did a limit together. They they ate donuts and it turned them and got them stronger. And they punch Mr. Burns until he gets knocked out and turns back to normal, to his own self. Or I no, actually he dies. Mr. Burns dies since it's a treehouse of horror.
Yeah, anything goes in those.
Yeah. And after that, Sora says goodbye to the Simpsons. And Sora says, Xehanort is still out there, and we're not going to rest until we take care of it. And, well, if you ever need to come back to Springfield, just give me a holler. You know who I could see? I could see Maggie being a summon.
Yeah.
Maggie will be a summon. You know what she'll do in the summon? She uses her gun. She uses her guns. She basically a genius. I think she's smarter than Lisa.
Probably, yeah. And yet no Kang and Kodo's cameo.
Actually, yeah, there will be. Hey, how come we didn't get part of the Heartless? How come they didn't ask us to control the heart? Well, maybe because Xehanort sees us a threat. In reality, Xehanort had no use for them.
Oh, well, that just makes me now depressed. Oh, Kodos. We'll show you, puny man, who's the real threat here.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, then he kills Ken Kodos with it by summoning a Heartless and devour their hearts.
Actually, I'm still alive. Oh, I must have missed one. I must be having an off day that I missed. Oh, they'll be fine. They'll be back next time anyway.
Yeah. And that ends the Simpsons Kingdom Hearts Treehouse of Horror episode. If we had more, we would have developed it if we thought it through. But maybe next year we'll do something better.
Yeah, that one we just kind of winged the whole time.
Yep. We'll just talk for a few minutes before we end it. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So next week we're doing Jaws, and if we have time, maybe Nightmare on Elm Street.
Sure.
And after that is Lucky's Naruto's podcast.
I was more curious about what we're going to talk about with that one.
Yeah, I am too.
I mean, the topic alone has a lot of interesting potential.
Yeah, it does.
Something Sakura had, but got forgotten. Much like everything in Naruto.
It's Naruto in a nutshell. Like they never once addressed the bitch scene. When
If this was Oda, he'd tie up every loose end.
yeah.
Yeah, and show how the world reacts to like the aftermath of the whole war.
Yeah. Or Hiro Mishima. Hell, even Tetsuya Nomura would call back to it. Look what he did in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, they finally shared the Palpu.
Since that was teased all the way back in the first game.
Yeah. And it was a pay. And when I saw that, I was thinking, take that, Kishimoto.
Yeah.
That's how you do a couple done right.
Mm-hmm. So, for the Jaws one, are we having United be the one killed first by the shark?
I don't know.
Or should she be Miss Kettner and Boruto get eaten by the shark?
Yeah.
Because there she could actually slap Naruto.
Yeah.
And the Jaws one, I'm looking forward to because I like that one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the scene where they were singing while looking for the shark.
Yeah, during the night after Quint does that speech.
Yeah.
I like that they
Who do
made
we?
all three characters likable.
Yeah, they did. And I felt so
Even-
bad for Quint when he died.
Yeah, though Quint got a little too obsessed towards the end of the movie with the shark.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, all that is just to kill one shark.
I'm gonna watch the movie next week before I do my podcast. Before we do the podcast.
All right. Hmm.
We'll add some new scenes for it, like Naruto coming home, like being greeted by his family. I want to add that.
Yeah, they do like a little epilogue.
Yeah,
And Deku and Ochako reuniting.
yeah,
Because I can see Ochako going down to Amity and meeting Sakura.
yeah. They're engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Deku and Ochako. How much older should Naruto be than Deku?
I don't know.
Like 7 years older?
Maybe I can see Naruto being at least in his 30s and Deku being like late 20s.
Yeah.
Hmm. Mm.
And Nightmare, when we do Nightmare, it's still gonna be Freddy Krueger. He's still gonna play himself.
Yeah,
Only
nobody could beat Freddy.
only what's only it's gonna take place rather than Elm Street in Kahuna.
Is it just following the first movie?
Yes, because that's the only one I've seen.
I've seen all of them.
Can you tell me which the ones are good?
One, two, three, and 7.
Okay.
4 is okay. 5 and 6 are awful. Because 6 is where you get the power glove.
I wonder if that inspired AVGN to.
Probably.
I haven't watched that. I haven't watched that episode in a long time.
Who's gonna play this piece of shit? I'm a better luck if I clone myself.
Wait. What are we doing? I'm in a dream. I can do whatever I want. So why would you stop playing this fucking game? To hell with this shit. To hell with this damn shit. To hell with this damn fucking shit. To hell with this goddamn motherfucking bullshit. Relax.
Relax.
and then they shit on the cartridge. We
And
might give him
Freddy,
a cameo since he was a huge Nightmare fan.
yeah.
7. That's Wes Craven's Doom Nightmare, right?
Yes.
And that's when Heather plays herself, and Robert Englund plays himself too.
Yes.
That sounds weird, doesn't it?
It's actually really interesting.
I wish more movies would do something like that. Play exaggerated versions of yourself.
Hmm. Plus, it's got a more terrifying version of Freddy.
Yeah.
The only thing is, are they going to know like the lore of Freddy in this world?
Yeah. It's gonna be similar to the one of the movies.
Like maybe he just has his hat and gloves in a furnace.
Yeah. And maybe next year we'll do Friday the 13th.
Which one?
The first one with Jason Voorhees, but I don't.
That's
I
that's part two.
yeah. It's funny that Jason Voorhees was not in the original one.
Except like the last second of the movie.
Yeah, that I know.
Yeah, everybody forgets that he wasn't in the first movie.
It was his mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Friday the 13th's timeline is really screwed up.
I bet. Jason is one of the few fictional characters that has his name in the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Really.
Yeah,
I heard Batman just got one.
yeah. Get Batman, The Simpsons, Godzilla, Rugrats, um, Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse.
And Jason Voorhees. I wonder if they had Kane Hodder there dressed up as Jason for that.
Yeah, maybe. And maybe uh, maybe next year we'll also do the Invisible Man.
Okay. Maybe Wolfman too with it.
Yeah,
The Wolfman. Should we do like a Predator stream or a Alien stream next year too?
Maybe. Oh, how about Terminator?
Ooh,
Question is, should we do Arnold as the Terminator? Still do Arnold? Yeah.
maybe.
I mean, because no one can beat the Terminator but him.
Yeah. The question is Sheena gonna be John?
Yeah.
Hey, this time Sarah and Naruto actually stick together and keep fighting
Yeah.
the Terminators.
Yeah. I might have Naruto live rather than him die.
Wait, he's not gonna be Kyle Reese, is he?
No, not really.
Maybe Sakura doesn't get framed by Kyle in this one.
What?
Maybe it's this one John isn't Kyle's son, but Naruto's son instead.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Sheena being anybody but Naruto and Sakura's kid.
I don't either. But he's still chosen. He's still a chosen one.
Till they keep screwing John over.
And we're not doing that.
No, we're ending it at 2 because that's where the series should have ended.
Yeah.
I still like the effects on the first Terminator when he's the robot.
Yeah. It makes him look like a. It makes it look realistic.
Well, Stan Winston knew what he was doing with the effects or what he used for the Terminator.
Stan Winston was the man. I don't know why Roland Emmerich rejected the Godzilla script that had his Godzilla. Stan Winston had created his own Godzilla to make it look like the original Godzilla, but Roland Emmerich said, "No, we're doing Godzilla our own way," and that led to the disaster.
It's funny because the movie Pumpkinhead is directed by Stan Winston. He even worked on the creature effects.
Wow.
It's a really cool monster. Kind of looks like a discount xenomorph, but it still looks good.
What's it called again?
Pumpkinhead.
Oh, okay. I might watch it sometime. But yeah, changing Godzilla is like changing Superman's character.
Oh wait, they did both of those.
Never. Then you're right. I'm looking at the wiki of it, and Lance Henriksen was in the movie. Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, he was the main character and the one that brought it forth.
You know, I read it could have been on Terminator 3. He was supposed to be in the movie. In Terminator 3.
Originally, Lance was supposed to be the Terminator, but it went to Arnold.
And that was a good decision.
I get if you want to do like not to be seen as a Terminator, he'd blend in more than like a freaking bodybuilder like Schwarzenegger.
But Arnold pulled it up. But Arnold did it way better.
Yeah, he did.
I think that was his best acting performance. The first Terminator.
Even though he hardly talked in that movie.
Yeah, that's what made him so frightening.
That he was just this mindless machine.
Yeah.
Because he was.
Yeah, and Terminator 2, he was a good hero too. They made him a good hero too.
Yeah, they did.
I remember being surprised when he said, "Get down."
Yeah, the whole movie we see him and like, oh, is he going after Sarah or her son until he says, "Get down," and starts protecting him?
Yeah. That I bet audiences were shocked that happened.
Yeah, the fact that there was a second Terminator being the T-1000.
Yeah.
But then it got worse after 2.
We don't talk about those sequels. You know, earlier today I said Titanic was not James Cameron's best movie. Terminator 2 is, and I
Yeah.
stand by that.
Or Aliens.
Right. I never seen Avatar, nor do I want to.
I've not seen it, and I don't really care to sit through it because I feel like I'll be bored out of my mind.
I mean, I don't get how it. I mean, the special effects are cool, but the story looks dull.
More generic.
I mean, it was a copy of Pocahontas.
It's funny, even Simpsons parodied it.
Yeah.
I wonder how long the next one's gonna be.
Yeah.
This sucks that it outdid Endgame as the highest grossing movie ever.
That pissed me off. I think. You know, that pissed me off because Endgame was superior movie.
Yeah, flaws and all, it was still a good movie.
Yeah, it did have flaws, but it ended the MCU at least, or should have on a high note.
But no. Now we have diminishing quality now.
Yeah, the only one that saved it is Deadpool 3, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Guardians 3.
I
I think Deadpool 3 was the best movie I've seen this year.
Same.
Hopefully, I don't think, and I doubt Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 will be it, but it'll be tough.
Sonic 3 is not going to do like Deadpool numbers, but it still should be good.
Yes. All I want is a good movie. I don't care if it's groundbreaking or changing.
Yeah, I just want to have fun and it be good.
Yeah. That's why I go to the movies. Be fun, not to be challenged or anything like that.
Yeah. They've sucked the fun out of movies now.
Yeah. From Marvel to to DC, except Batman. How come most Batman movies are good?
He's their cash cow.
Yeah, but they put so much, but they don't put effort on like Superman anymore.
I don't know. Because everything in DC is all Batman related.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Batman, but the guys, you have a whole other world of heroes you can use.
Yeah.
I mean, Superman, the original Superman is like one of the best comic book movies.
Yeah. You know, I still have not seen the first Superman movie yet.
Oh, it's really good.
I heard Christopher
Reeve
Reeve.
is like perfect in the movie.
Yeah. And I bet the special effects hold up with Superman
Yeah,
flying.
they do.
And I know Brando was an a-hole, but he's sure one hell of an actor.
Yeah, he was good as Jor-El.
I think his most famous role is The Godfather.
Yeah.
I want to make him an offer he can't refuse.
I love how he just mumbles everything he said in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, what? What?
look at the masker, my boy. That's us to Naruto. That's us to Naruto in 2014.
That's basically the meme we use for that.
Yep.
Look at them. Look how they massacred my boy. I say that we could use that meme for any series that went downhill.
Yeah.
So, in that right now, see, is Naruto and Sakura going to give Freddy an actual fight?
Yeah. But should we have it end like the movie? We'll talk about that when we get there.
Okay.
And probably maybe after we do the Sakura art, we do the Sakura podcast with Lucky. We'll do if you're we might do the Zo arc.
Yeah, it
Naruto.
depends if I'm done with that.
Okay. Not then we'll do Kingdom Hearts Thriller Bark.
All right.
And I'm excited when we after Zo is when we do the Carnage arc. I wonder why hasn't a nerd released a new episode for a new horror episode yet?
I don't know.
Maybe he's playing a game so bad that it takes too long to play.
Could be. I'm just glad he finally beat Jekyll and Hyde.
I watched that episode the other day. I remember feeling proud that he did it.
The one game that's haunted him forever.
That's me with Superman 64. Will I ever play that game again? No. No. I'm not like the nerd. I don't play
You don't
shitty
torture
games.
yourself.
What?
You don't torture yourself with shitty games.
Nope. I just was looking at my likes on my Narasaku my Narasaku.com profile, and I looked at Naruto's reaction to when he read the script to the last. Shocking. That I showed a gif of Naruto reading the last script, and he Said, "What is this?" What would you think Sakura's reaction to the script be?
Horrific.
Yeah. Do you know what line will haunt her the most?
You
Did you
only
love me?
love me because of a rivalry.
Yeah. I bet you during the script, Kate Higgins said, "This sounds stupid."
Like, wait, what is this?
This does not like this does not sound like Sakura at all.
Like, who the hell wrote this? Like, imagine that's pretty much everybody's reaction to that, reading that
Probably
script.
except what would what would what would Hinata's reaction to the last script be?
I really don't know what Stephanie would think of that.
What about and don't, I'm more of course I'm more excited when we do Christmas when we do Batman. We're doing a combination of both Batman and Batman Returns when we do Batman in December
Okay.
because it's kind of like a Christmas story. Well, not that Christmas because it's gonna be a Christmas podcast, not the
Hmm.
Christmas story of the movie. Although
Hmm.
that would be a good podcast starring Shinakachu.
I
Maybe
have not seen that movie in years.
um
Like, do you see Sheena with glasses like that?
and if it takes place in 1941, even even if it takes place in that time period. Yeah, you're probably right. And and we are doing a and we are also doing a rewrite of an old podcast, the Heroes Tournament podcast. We're doing a remake of that.
All right.
I'm looking forward to that because I know more about not Luffy, Ichigo and Deku and all them characters now. And plus, I want to give the heroines more of the limelight, like Nami, Ochako, Robin, and Kairi and Sakura. Of course, Kairi and Sakura will lead the heroines.
You may call me Charlie.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, I'm going to stop right here, okay?
All right, I'll see you next week.
See ya. Bye.